So we're going for the purpose of losing?
Yep.
Well, that's dumb. Nevo eats 3 Nord bombs for lunch every day. Spicy, I'm sorry, but there's no way you would know how it feels to be a free-to-play player. Hold on, I'm fighting an entire team of Nakeds right now. And I think I'm gonna win. In my opinion, the ultimate way to fix this issue is to add the arena. All right, guys, we are doing a raid. We don't have Spicy on. The idea of us getting a 4-man team has been so hard on this server right now, but hopefully we'll get back into it. But we got Dab Slayer and we got Nevo, and hopefully we'll win.
We're matched.
My god.
Yeah, coward.
Coward, we've matched with these guys before.
It's Jay's family. But Jay's with some, I don't know. They changed their name. I think it's Killers and Vlada and I don't know who's the thing.
Alright, well.
Wait, what giant? What giant is TKK, I think?
This, in my mind, the fact that they haven't attacked us yet is just proof that now, it's just proof that, like, last time they came in and they attacked so fast and had everything they needed, it just didn't make sense. No one ever does this. Here we are, 8 minutes into the raid. They have not attacked us. They said, oh, we didn't know, and I believe them at some level. But clearly, no one even raided back then. It's just clear that very few people ever attack quickly. They're always kind of feeling each other out. So these guys, they still don't know that we're only 3 people. And that's how raiding often is, So we're going for the purpose of losing?
Yep.
Well, that's dumb.
I'm like just chilling here with them, and I'm breaking their walls, and they're watching me.
All right. Well, I'm in cheap gear. Gear's gonna break anyways. Spicy's here.
What?
You need 4 sledgehammers, 3 Nord bombs to raid me.
Got all of them.
Nevo eats 3 Nord bombs for lunch every day. All right, this is gonna be everyone soup up.
Okay. No count.
No, Nevo, what are you doing? Are you attacking them? None of us are ready. Your whole team is not ready. All right.
Wait, they bullied me and nothing happened.
Go.
Okay. What? Guys, taunt is not working.
They got me.
They taunt us.
Nevo, come get me up. Nevo, come get me up.
Where are you?
Hey, Dab Slayer! What are you doing?
So I taunted them and nothing happened.
That was weird and glitchy. All right,
this game, I don't know.
I'm gonna call Jay. All right, guys, before we get into the rest of this video, I'm going to take a second to talk about Exter's wallet. So some of you guys have probably seen this wallet. There's commercials about it all the time. There's this one guy who calls it the Apple of wallets. And, it's a fad type of thing right now, or at least a lot of the YouTubers are talking about it. So those of you who know me well know that I'm a little skeptical of fad type things. But then Exter emailed me and said, hey, we'll send you one for free. And I was like, Okay, I'm interested. So here it is. This is the Parliament wallet, which I love the name of it. And, you know, it looks pretty good. So you got some spots here for cards and for cash. And then you got this little clip. It's really high quality. It's not real leather. It is a pleather type of material, but it still looks, you can tell, like, I mean, it looks nice. But the real feature that sells these wallets is the fact that it has this little button right here. And when you flip it, it fans out your cards for you. And so it's really easy to grab whichever one you're wanting. You definitely want to have the one you want to use the most at the top because that's the easiest one to grab. But they're all pretty easy to grab. And honestly, that's really the feature that sells this wallet. If you're not interested in that feature of grabbing something quickly or having that cool little, you know, flip out, you know, almost switchblade of wallet type thing, if that isn't interesting to you, then this wallet's not going to be worth it to you. But if you're kind of like, oh no, that's a game changer, this is the only wallet like that. This is the only wallet that has that option. And I would argue that's the big selling point. They also include this tracking device on a lot of them, and it's pretty cool. You stick it in, you know, any type of card holder and then you connect it to your phone and it'll actually beep. So not only is it a tracking if you lose your wallet, if you have a problem with losing your wallet, where you can use your phone to make your wallet beep and you can find it. Just like, you know, you got find your phone, you can make your phone beep. Well, this is a find your wallet. So here I'm slipping it into this right here, and you can see it does bulk it up a little bit, but not much. It's still smooth and can fit easily in your pocket. I mean, you can see, you know, the size of my hand. This is a very small wallet, and so it's really tight, easy to fit it in your pocket. So it's a really cool wallet. The tracking device is pretty cool, but the real feature, if you're interested in this wallet, the real feature is this button. There is no other wallet in the world. That's really what you're paying for when you buy this wallet. It is not a cheap wallet. So if you don't like the fan, or if that's not useful to you, then it's probably not going to be worth it to you. But having that ability to flip it out is a game changer for a lot of people. And like I said, it's the only wallet that has that option. It also, I don't know if you can see it, but it has a material on the outside of it that blocks people from being able to read your card. So that's another feature that's kind of nice, and part of the reason why it costs what it costs is because no one can come and just kind of swipe next to your pocket and read your cards. It blocks all of that from them. So if you're interested in buying this wallet, they did give us an affiliate code, which we have put in the pinned comment of this video. So in addition to having the most technologically advanced wallet in the world, you will also be supporting this channel. All right, let's get back to the episode. I'll add him in here.
Nevo, every time he said, "Taunt's not working."
Yeah, because
you are not working, bro. Not the.
What do you mean? I taunted Black Shadow. I was right into Black Shadow.
He dispelled, bro.
He didn't dispel. No, he didn't.
Jay.
He didn't dispel. Hello, Jay.
Hey.
Was that glitchy for you guys? Was it kind of like weird, like things were going weird for y'all?
Did you see?
Well, when a bunch of traps are set up, base will be laggy. Which things are doing and stuff.
You cheater! You cheater!
No. Trust me, I hate traps. Yeah, but if there's a bunch of traps up in the base, which Black Shadow actually has his whole base full of traps, it will be laggy.
Okay.
Jay, did you see when I taunted Black Shadow and nothing happened? I was right into him.
I wasn't paying attention. I was just boom, spicy dead. Yeah, we started another raid and we actually got somebody else. I don't know if you guys started one too.
We hadn't started one. I'd calling you, which is weird because we sat in search for a while before we found you guys. Hey, so Jay, I'm actually recording a video right now. What you were wanting to talk to me about something?
It was the teamers. I don't know if you ran into teamers as well, but a lot of people ended up quitting. And since you have a bigger voice than normal people, do.
You back off
I feel
from
like
what you said about
Spicy's
New Zone is heaven.
Spicy's mad at me. I was talking about for free-to-play players. The New Zone is heaven for free-to-play players. It's amazing. Because you get free copper and free maple in a way that, Spicy, I'm sorry, but there's no way you would know how it feels to be a free-to-play player. Like, I'm just kidding. I'm messing with you. But like all of the free-to-play players are loving the zone. They're getting so much maple and copper, and they don't bring good gear. So it doesn't matter if they get teamed up on. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but I'm also talking about the people that actually PvP, like me.
Yeah.
I lost around 8 fire bows and 8 Jorgens just to teamers.
Now who's teaming up?
There's
Everyone.
actually a Latino. Yeah, even on EUS, there's a bunch of people teaming up. There's a Latino group, that are full of Mexicans and they're known teamers. Giovanni, Ascarats, Alejandro, Jose Fran, God of Death, all those people. And then now people up in regular people, just people that speak English or like any other language, are starting to team up as well because they
Got
they,
it.
they can't do
Jay,
anything.
do you know what is new now?
What is an
They are
EU?
now teaming up as a trio
Mhm.
or even 4-man.
Yeah. Hamza
Now,
actually has a picture of him with 3 others up in a solo zone.
And so they're in non-aggressive mode?
They're non-aggressive, yeah, or aggressive in case they need to target the right person. If
Got
the
it.
others are in green mode.
And so they team up.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's my opinion on it, and you guys might not like it, but my opinion is because it's a resource zone, I think teaming up should be allowed. But I do think what the heart of what you're saying is we need a place to PvP, and if Freyr's
Totally.
land is not going to be the place to PvP, then we need a place to PvP. And if people are abusing the one place that there is to PvP, so in my mind, the way to fix this is actually not to fix the teaming up. It's to it's to add the arena. The arena is what we've all been asking for. Arena fixes the game because it allows us to do custom matches. It allows us to do 1v1, 2v2, 4v4. There's no way to abuse a matchmaking when you match specifically, like one person. You can't, there's no one to team up against if unless the matchmaking system had a free-for-all version, which I would not recommend because of teaming up. They already have that at Freyr's Land. So in my opinion, the way the devs need to fix this, and it would fix a lot of other problems too, is they need to make an arena that gives different options. One being and this all goes to the timeline that we kind of built on that one live stream. If they built an arena that gives us the option to do non-friendly PvP where you just take people's stuff and you just click match. I want to do purple gear as max gear. This level is like basically you set kind of a maxed setup of what you want, and then you just raid with random people, and then when you beat them, you take their stuff, and that would be one option. And then there'd be friendly PvP for like tournament points, and then there'd be custom rooms that allow us to even do PvP with our family. But basically, we would be able to have unlimited PvP anytime we want. Now, it may kill the solo zone in Freyr's Land because honestly, if I don't know. So what do you think about that, Jay? Do you think that if they were to add the arena, would you think that would fix the problem?
Big time, yes. Because if it would be balanced and fair, then it would, big time change.
So you would be okay with Freyr's still being kind of broken in that sense, if there was, if the arena was there to offer that alternative that was balanced and had all the stuff we needed.
Yeah, as long as there is arena, it would help the game. I wouldn't mind there being that zone anymore. I think my friend Cryptic and Ruckus had a similar idea. I don't know if you want to hear their opinions on it either.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know either of them. I can add them up in here if you want me to.
Hamza.
Hello. Hi, bro.
Hey, man.
Hi, Hamza.
Hi, Novo. And did Silver. Well, I don't know your name.
Jay, you can add you can add them if you need to.
Alright, yeah, because they had an opinion on it, and they thought since I'm apparently super close with you, they thought I would have to talk to you.
Well, you got him in. you
up,
delivered. Ruckus is in the house. Hey, man.
Hey, how's it going, buddy?
Dude, it's good to see you.
What's going on?
Cryptic, I don't.
Yeah, you too. I sent you a message a long time ago, and I don't think you ever responded.
Wait,
But
Ruckus,
this was like
you sent me a message?
this was like 6 months ago or something, man.
Ruckus, you got to try again, bro. If I
Yeah.
miss it.
Well, I just figured you was busy, and
Wait,
I know probably a lot of people message you on Discord.
Welcome, guys.
wait, I don't see anything.
Just click on his profile, and there would be an option.
Wait, is this
option to
Ruckus?
message
Is
him.
this Ruckus from Twitch?
No.
No, no.
Got
You
it.
know what? You know what? I must have sent someone else a message because I just looked at your thing, and all I see you is say hi just now. So, yeah,
Oh.
it must have been
It
someone
must
else.
it
that
must
was-
have been a fake Forza. Apparently, there's over
Yeah.
200 Forzas in Frostborn.
Oh,
He
Wow.
said, "Are you Ruckus from Twitch?" That's mean he only replayed for the famous people.
No,
That's included-
Ruckus.
that's
I
included.
like Ruckus Gaming. He plays Frostborn. He's a friend. I just didn't know. So I don't know you guys, but I'm glad to meet you.
yeah, it's nice to meet you, man. I watch your videos all the time.
All right, I wasn't hearing what Jay's saying, but he have the point. He have all what inside my heart about the new zone. Okay,
Alright.
I was fixing my headset.
I'm gonna go look for the teamers right now while we're talking. All right, so keep
let me-
keep talking.
Let me tell you something. I noticed from all the games that I play, only Frostborn players, they are ruining the game by their hands.
100%.
They're using bugs, they're using crappy things. Like you're going to solo.
They're just
Why
being
you
dirty
even-
players.
Yeah, why you even going like teaming up? And
I'm not teaming up.
bro.
Right,
Really
where-
good
no,
on
You need
NA
to check
right now,
solo zone.
Yeah.
and I'm pretty sure it's bad
But
on
what
every
teamers are
server.
doing, they're not getting any better by teaming because there's only so much they could do as a teamer. They just got a bola, hit, and then you're dead. So I mean, they're not getting any better at PvP. So when you get them in a solo zone together, they're really just going to be trash because they don't know how to actually 1v1 somebody. They just know how to team. They don't have.
Okay.
the
I
money
went
to back them
ahead.
up.
Yeah. Whereas I sent a video
Okay.
where Cryptic actually ran into the teamer, or teamers, sorry, and after they killed him, they just didn't do anything about it. They just let themselves be and loot him up. But that's basically what happens on a daily basis with each and every one of us. Up in the
Every
US
time I
too,
go to
so.
that solo zone, I
You
get
see
teamed on.
Hamza,
Every time.
what
Yeah,
he's
see my picture.
Isn't it every server that these teamers are in? I mean,
mean,
there's team, but
It's
they're so bad right now.
it's smart to do it in the sense that it's the way the new algorithms are set up. If you get a bot zone, then you need to leave, and if you get a zone with actual players, then more and more players will keep coming forever and ever. So you might as well hold that zone and keep.
No, but we're talking about teaming in the zones. Like,
No, I know. I'm
see
just
you
saying-
in a zone, and we're sitting in that zone and just wrecking anybody that 2v1ing anyone that comes into that zone. So I mean,
So if you think about it, the
Yeah.
way the devs, in my opinion, the way devs need to think is, how do we set up the game to where a player's natural instinct, because no one's gonna be a Mr. Noble in a game, right?
yeah.
It's every once in a while people have their codes and that's fine, but generally speaking, people are going to divulge into their worst state. Okay, so maybe they're a really awesome person, they're going to go down a little bit. If they're kind of a crummy person, they're going to go real bad. And it's because there's no accountability. No, they don't even know their real name. It's the nature of gaming. And so if a dev sets it up to where they say, hey, if you get locked in with a zone with real players, you're going to end up having real players forever in this zone with you. And then if you team up, you're going to be able to get tons and tons of loot from these, like Jay said, he lost, one of the best PvPers in the game, lost 8 firebows. They can't beat Jay one-on-one. So it's an incentive. So basically the way the system is set up right now is incentivizing them to do teaming. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but well, yeah, it does make sense. This was happening before this zone even came out, but now that this zone is out, it's obviously a lot easier to match up
And
with
I know
teamers, and a
who's
lot
the
easier for them to match
who's
up
the
together.
person who started.
Well,
But it's
No, no.
not that the zone is bad. The zone is an awesome zone. You know,
but here's the difference. In the past, a zone would expire, and so you had to leave. Now the zone, if you get one with real players, it doesn't expire. It keeps getting more and more new players added. You can just a teamer that gets that zone can just stay there, which I like. I don't want them to actually change that, but they also what it is causes it's really incentivized or made it easier for teamers. So as we come up with a solution to kind of send the devs to help them out, we need to figure out how do we help either de-incentivize teaming or incentivize something else that naturally de-incentivizes
We need
teaming.
an arena type thing, right?
It's simple,
Exactly.
bro.
So that's
couldn't you do more of it? Yeah, just like when you hit a raid button, you know, you hit raid, queue for raid. Can't you queue for like a 1v1 or choose, I want to go for a
No, that would
2v2
be
or a
awesome.
3v3 or a 4v4? But now instead of, you could either get random match with people as a 1v1, or you have a player code, you know, I want to challenge this player 12594, whatever it is, to a 1v1, and then it sends them a request if they're
Yes.
online, hey, would you
Okay.
like to accept this?
Yeah, declare
real
war.
quick.
And the same with the 2v2. You could choose your partner, or it sends you in a random 2v2
Or someone
queue.
on
Hey,
your team.
real quick, guys. How do you find, like, do y'all have any tricks to getting into Freyr zone without the bots, like the ones that are actual PvP? Because I hate these stupid Viking band. I love that they named them, like that made it clear, you know, what are bots and what. But I get caught with bots so many times when I go to this zone. I
mean,
know a
what
lot
are
of
you
others
geared
do
as?
too. What?
Yeah, I've never seen
What are
bots
you
in that
geared
zone,
as?
but I haven't been going there much.
I'm full gear.
I mean, because there's a lot of people that just go to farm, and they only get people that go in there to farm. You know, like if I go to a zone butt naked with a couple picks, I don't think I'll see a purple guy. For
No, I'm in
the whole time.
full purple. I'm at
Yeah.
five.
I mean, you know, I don't know. It might.
Wait,
be
y'all
something with a
never
bad
find
luck.
bots in Freyr's land?
It's
I
rare.
haven't,
I
but
mean,
Kid
normally
Friendly
it's
just did. We were watching him, and he.
it's
just
very
found
rare.
nothing but
I have found bots, but yeah, it's super rare.
How often
I mean,
do y'all go to Freyr's land?
all
Jay
day.
and Crip stay there all day
Practically all
long.
day.
Okay,
But
I
every time I
wonder.
go, I get teamed on, so I get unmotivated to go back. So like, I'll do like once or twice a day, then I'll get teamed on, and I'll be like, screw this, let's go do team PvP. I just hate
wonder
PvP.
if that's part of the issue.
Maybe it's thinking you're just going there to farm or something. But I don't know, because the very first day it came out,
Wow,
you know, I
I'm
was
fitting an entire
matched
team of
with-
nakeds.
That's
Yeah.
actually an issue I have as well. Nakeds, because when people are PvPing,
yeah.
they obviously don't want their loot stolen.
I'm fighting.
So
hold on. I'm fighting an entire team of nakeds right now, and I think I'm gonna win.
They're probably all green.
Yeah, so that's another thing
This
that
is
could get rid of this
hilarious.
whole, you know, why does Freyr's not have a minimum cap on the gear score limit for that zone?
Druid and
Why can't it be like a 400 gear score or a 450 gear score? It's not meant for the farmers to go in there and just get all the resources. It's meant for the PvPers to go in there, PvP, and get resources come the victor.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That's what that zone is for. But they're welcoming all these nakeds to come in, and really what that's doing is that's taking up each naked is taking up the spot of a potential PvPer that could be getting matched with you.
Yeah.
Yes. No. I agree. I think that so there's a couple ways that the devs could fix this. And again, the whole point is de-incentivizing or incentivizing something else. And so, personally, the things that have incentivized teaming, all of those things are good things in my mind, like the fact that it's a zone is locked or a zone is doesn't expire. So I would
Well,
rather
the zone, you could reset a zone almost whenever you want.
You can reset a zone, but actually, You know what? Y'all also might have clued me in on how how they have the algorithm set up. Oh, this guy's in. Okay, I'm gonna die. Hold on. Okay, that was fun. Sorry, I'm just at Druids fighting solo
Yeah.
with my
Yeah,
gear
I
that I was.
muted. I said leave, but I was muted.
But I think the Freyr
Oh, you were
zone should
muted.
have a gear score like what Giants has.
Well,
And
okay.
if you want to go into Giants, you have to have a
Just
certain gear score. That should be Freyr's
cancel
too.
the green or the unaggressive like move.
So
But
we.
put it where everyone coming to that zone is
Is aggressive.
People
aggressive.
can still team up.
But you still team. It doesn't matter.
Okay,
But it makes
so
it harder though to team.
it
So
does
I
make it
actually
harder
like that
to
idea.
team, but
Take the aggressive.
don't-
It is a step in the right direction, but
I
it's
don't-
not going to eliminate the teaming.
but here's the
Oh,
thing:
no.
teaming, by its own nature, is not bad, right? If you're a free to play player and you're over here, you know, you're in non-aggressive mode, and you guys, you know, kind of band together to take on the guys in all purple. That's a great thing that I love about Frostborn. The issue is the abuse of it, and that's what you guys are talking about.
Yeah.
And so, I think what we need to figure out is how do we, this is where I'm going with this. So one, I think I just learned that if you don't go to Freyr's Land very often, you're going to end up matching more with bots. But if you're more active, you're going to get matched with more active people. Because when I'm playing on lots of different accounts, and I'm not even on all 6 accounts, I'm probably not as active as some of you guys. I know I'm not as active as some of you guys. And so I get so many bots in that zone. I wonder if it's because I'm not going over and over and over again, or I'm not as active.
I mean, is your guys' server actually active in solo PvP Freyrs? I mean,
I'm in EU West.
because
I'm in NA, 2 accounts in NA. So I mean, these
Jay,
are pretty
how
active
often
accounts.
how often do you run into purple people in EU West solo Freyrs?
For me, even when Freyrs wasn't a thing, I didn't really run into people.
I
might
mean,
just be
I've
me
heard
since
that
I'm
it's
a lower
pretty
level.
dead solo wise over there.
Where are y'all?
We're
We're
in
in
NA.
NA. And I
Okay,
mean,
but
you
even
can go
in-
into just about any zone and find 4 to 5 purple guys in any
Yeah,
Freyrs.
I have accounts in NA, and I generally, I still find bots sometimes. Now I am lower level in those, so
That
maybe.
might
Yeah.
have something to do with it too.
Okay,
Lower level.
yeah, maybe so. Okay, so we'll set that aside. Really, what it boils down to, in my opinion, I was already telling Jay this before you guys joined. In my opinion, the ultimate way to fix this issue is to add the arena, because it doesn't actually change anything about Freyr's Land, but it incentivizes all the people that care into something else. And that is, if you want solo PvP, if you want duo PvP, or if you want 4-player PvP, or 3-player, you get all the options. You
It's basically the same as a raid, but solo, duo, trio
Exactly.
wise, but just for PvP.
Exactly.
And it matches you by your levels, you know, class,
Exactly.
whatever it's got to do,
Do
just so
class
that it's,
level matches.
somewhat fair.
Yes.
Just so it's somewhat fair
And-
to both teams, that you're not going to have some nakeds come in swoopler. You're not going to have, you're not going to be fighting. There's times where one person goes into a zone and there's 3 guys, 4 guys teaming in that one
I
zone.
got attacked by 4
Just
guys
sitting in a
over there.
bush.
2 geared, purple geared, and then 2 naked. They were
Which
all after me.
again
I was getting bowled,
is
trying to
not,
lose.
it's not inherently bad that people team up against others. What is bad is the fact that Frostborn is full of it right now. If it just was an option, it's cool. It's got this.
If you're a newer player coming into this game trying to PvP, you're not going to want to step into a solo zone ever again if you get jumped by 2-3 guys. When
there's,
it's harder for more experienced guys to actually handle these guys.
I agree. I don't know if I agree that they won't do it. They just won't go geared. The issue is you can't learn PvP that way. And so you won't go into the zone for PvP anymore which is the whole point of you guys saying is we want PvP. And so that's why I'm saying the way to fix it is if you make an arena to where everyone that wants PvP goes to the arena, then the teamers are just going to scare away people from doing solo PvP in Freyr's.
It just does not make the game fun where almost every zone you get into, you got 2 to 3 guys in a bush, chain bowling you, chain hammering you.
I understand. We're
completely
saying
wrecking you.
We're just repeating the same thing over and over again, though. The I'm trying to get into kind of the I'm trying to think.
Well, we mentioned the arena thing, but is there for these people that are hardcore teaming and is it a punishable thing for teamers?
No,
at least like a warning.
I mean, so here's the thing. Frostborn used to be way more chaotic than it was. It used to be, 12v4 raids, and for an hour long. We were just actually talking about that earlier in this episode, how Frostborn used to be this most wild thing. 4 people would match. If you wanted to team up with 2 of the teams to bully another person, then you could do a 12v4 raid for an entire hour. It was insane. So if you think that type of teaming's bad, those type of situations were so. My point is not that you're not right. My point is that Frostborn, part of the beauty of Frostborn is the freedom. So rather than trying to punish or limit freedom, we need to create, in my opinion, solutions to get us to what we want, and that way the problems are diminished, if that makes sense. You're not.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I think the main thing that
you brought up something about an arena. That's why we started talking about it. Like, can you say, are they working on something like that, or is that just you?
So
hoping that they start working on something like that.
So basically, this last update has filled me with this crazy amount of hope for Frostborn, because before global, Frostborn the devs were very much about listening to the players. They pretty much did only things that we asked for them to do, and they were like, how do we make this a great game? And then as global started, they added some things that were weird. They didn't change a few things. The first thing that really I was like, oh, that's weird, is when the class system came out, and we're like, hey, y'all should divide the class system. This is before global's even out. And they didn't change it, even though it seemed like kind of a no-brainer. And that was the first time we were like, that's kind of weird that the devs didn't change something that seemed like a no-brainer. And then it got worse. They added district levels, they added, marks in the game, and it was like, okay, this game's starting to feel a little bit like Last Day on Earth. What's happening here? And then with the horses and bear update, it was like, oh my gosh, this game. And then the truce, like all of these things were just getting really bad. And a lot of people were leaving. And I think that this last update was symbolic in a way that, and I could be wrong on this is just my intuition, but this last update, it almost felt like the devs said, okay, we're going back. Like the fact that they separated all the classes, that is something we've been asking for before global. The fact that they made everything more free to play, even stuff that we didn't ask, I keep finding more and more things that they added that is free to play. Like, for example, it seems like you can't gym quests, right? If you're trying to get a higher level class, you can't.
Low level. You can't just skip it anymore.
You can't just skip the tasks anymore.
I love that.
That is. We didn't even catch that change. That is a huge change to favor free to play, and to favor people playing the game. The fact that you have to go sit in that campfire creates activity and relationships. Those type of changes, it almost felt like the devs said, hey, we're losing people. We need to like go back to our original plan. I don't know if there was someone that was in charge when Frostborn was, first being developed, and then they were kind of stifling that person to add some of these other things, because the things they were adding just felt a lot like the stuff that they added in Last Day on Earth. And my curiosity is that if they saw the downward slope and maybe they saw that it matched up with LDOE, even though I don't know if Kafir realized this because it was so delayed with LDOE. I don't think they realized that that's a big reason why the game was losing momentum. But it almost feels like the devs said, okay, we're going back. And then when they, immediately after releasing one of the most amazing updates we've ever seen, they then said, hey, we're going to make this roadmap. Or you guys make a roadmap. And the community gets to help decide. And that was a move that, again, I've just never seen Kafir do that. Even Grim Soul, which was
down though.
What's
A lot
that?
of people quit. A lot of people quit this game or stopped playing because of truths. You know, all the stuff that was going on. I think they noticed that and they're starting to bring it back.
Yes.
That's what I hope, because I love this game. I want to see it succeed.
Yeah.
And I want a bunch more people to come to this game and stay and keep playing it.
Yeah.
This is an awesome game. I mean, it's
Yeah.
the best mobile game I've ever played.
Yeah, it is. I agree. So, in my opinion, it is. I think that I think there was a big philosophy shift in this last update, and again, it's just my intuition, but the fact that they released such a crazy update with things that we've been asking for since pretty much everything we've been asking for, not everything, but almost everything we've been asking for, and then they also said, hey, help us build a roadmap. I think, yeah, and of course, yeah, I can't share everything I know just because I don't know what I should and can't, but I don't know anything super special. I'm not like, oh yeah, like I'm not one of the, they don't give me tons of information, right? But I get nuances, like I get ideas from just small conversations. I can kind of be like, that's interesting, but I don't know if I should share it because
they do listen to you though. They listen to you a lot, man. I noticed. I watch one of your videos and then like an upcoming update. I'm like, yo, he said this should be fixed.
Yeah.
They're watching your videos, or maybe you're just telling them.
Somebody on the team is watching your videos and
100%.
Yes.
coming up with these ideas.
They are.
Based on your videos.
They are, but I don't think it's because of me in particular. I think it's because I really try my hardest to be a good representative of the community. Like, there's things that I think should be changed that I don't push hard because I don't think a lot of people agree with me in the community. And I'm trying to think of an example right now. Actually, one I kind of mentioned, this is having a PvP sanctum. That's not something
That
I feel like
awesome.
I mean, I think it'd be awesome, and I'm trying to convince the community that thinks it's awesome, but I don't think the community is quite on board yet. But a lot of the things that I push hard are things that I know the community agrees with me, and I'm hoping that reputation is building to where
one of the things that I do think is going to make this game better and make a lot more people happy is that whole arena thing.
If it does happen, that's the thing. Like,
I think it will. I think that, honestly,
I hope so.
I think that if the devs if whoever's in charge is back in charge, that was kind of building Frostborn originally,
I mean, what are the cons to doing something like that? There is none. It's not forcing people to PvP that don't want to PvP. There is no cons. It's just an added feature to the game.
Yes.
That's all it is.
And it gives everyone who there's no cons. It's only benefit, and it gives everyone who's like the most committed players. It gives them unlimited entertainment, which is one of the issues.
This game was supposed to be a PvP game. It was supposed to be a PvP Last Day on Earth game. That's what we were missing in Last Day on Earth. And then they came out with this. We wanted a multiplayer in Last Day on Earth, and they were like, well, here's a little bit in the crater, but
Totally.
you know how that worked out. But here's Frostborn now. This is the multiplayer PvP, and You know,
I think
that's
the
what
arena-
most of the people came here for.
I think the arena is going to require a lot of programming, which maybe is
Yeah.
why they've been resisting it. But I'm
But
now
I
convinced.
can't imagine.
I'm now
I
convinced.
can't imagine.
Hold on.
Go.
I am now convinced that the arena is so crucial to Frostborn becoming that timeless game that I actually would not mind if they did the arena. In fact, I would encourage it, even though that they'd be going back on their word. I'd encourage them to do the arena before Jotunheim. Like it is so integral to the longevity of this game. And I think that they should have 3 options in the arena. So I already mentioned being able to match, 1v1, 2v2, 3v4, 4v4. But then even then, you should decide whether or not it's normal PvP, where you get to keep the loot, or if it's friendly PvP, where you go for tournament points. And so basically, that would be a good place for people to learn how to PvP. I'm going to do friendly PvP, and I'm going to try to rank up. Some people will just do it just for the ranking, but they'll get.
But then,
good.
are you losing durability too on that kind of the gear you bring? Are you still losing durability? You're just
my opinion is that they. So, and I'm a little bit more on the free to play side than I think they are willing to go. But my opinion is you don't lose any durability in friendly PvP. It is just for tournament points. You don't get any maybe rewards, or maybe you get small rewards. I don't know. I think that I would be okay if they made it to where you still lose the durability from taking a hit, but you don't lose the durability from dying. And that
I'd be cool with either or as long as they make it. Like, I'd be
Yeah,
cool with
I
losing
think
full
that-
set if they had something like that.
that would be
awesome.
I think that might be a happy medium, because then they would be like, okay, well, people can't just use the same set forever. But that would last a lot of PvP fights, because if you're not losing that 20 to 30% from death, then it's gonna last a lot of PvP fights. And so, but then eventually you'll have to go repair it. And so, and then the third option, which I really think they should add, is they should add custom games. And y'all already kind of touched on this, where you invite someone based on their number, or based on, something about them and you could invite your own teammate, because, you got your best teammate, me and Nevo. Nevo and I would love to just fight each other, and it would make great content. And so,
We've talked about that so many times. Spar with your teammate, learn solo PvP.
I would love to whoop Jay and Ruckus up and down the server.
and I really think that this is the key. Again, I would be fine if they made it to where you lost durability from taking hits, but not from death. But personally, I think you've got to have some aspect of the game that is just unlimited gaming for the sake of learning to play the game. Otherwise, you have people like me that, because I'm a YouTuber, I'm trying really hard to be willing to waste stuff. But like even this episode, I just went to Druids with, gear. It's fine if I lose it. I didn't want to repair it anyways. But it pains me that I lost gear. And that's okay. I'm learning to get over that because it's good content. But the way I used to play was like, no, I would never do anything in which I could lose gear. And so if they created something to where it's like, no, you can PvP as much as you want and you won't lose gear, whether that's even just with a friend, like your own teammate, it's still going to allow people to keep playing, getting better, and then they're going to want to do the things that do require, losing gear or whatnot. So, I definitely think the arena is the key to creating a timeless Frostborn, to creating a game that we could say, hey, you never have to come up with an update again, and we're going to play this game forever. And until they get to that point, what'd you say?
I said I agree with that 100%.
Yeah.
Whenever you brought that up the other day in one of your videos, I think it was like 2 days ago, man, I've just been talking about it nonstop.
Yeah,
just
I
been
think
thinking
that
about it, like how much better it would make the game.
Yeah, I think it is the key to to making Frostborn. Now, it would be great to get more updates. Anyways, I actually have to go. We're going to visit family, but it was great talking to you guys. This will be a video, and so the devs will see it. But yes, the moral of the story is I think the arena is the key to Frostborn being that timeless game we love. Everything else, we still want it. We still want Jotunheim. We still want PvP Sanctum. We still want the shipping routes. All of these things would be awesome. But the arena is the key to doing that well is the key to creating a timeless Frostborn. All right, guys. I'll see you next time.